so you know.
All right, we are back on another Friday night. Just Jake and I. I feel like it's been a long time since it's been just me and Jake on a Friday night. Probably about a year, it feels like. But we are back. NBA free agency is just starting, and that's what we're going to discuss first real quick. The only things we really know as far as the Bucks are related is that Chris Middleton is back, and then Javon Carter and Joe Ingles will not be back. Javon Carter is going to the Bulls, and Joe Ingles is going to the Magic. That's really all we know so far as it pertains to the Milwaukee Bucks. And with that, we're going to jump right into the Milwaukee Bucks, and we are drafting our favorite Milwaukee Bucks by jersey number. So we're doing this 0 through 9, 10 through 19, 20 through 29, 30 through 39, and then 40 plus. You're going to go first for baseball, so I'm going to go first for basketball. And starting from 0 through 9, my number one pick is going to be Oscar Robertson, number 1.
I mean, it's got to happen. Just a side note, we're each taking 3. We're each taking 3 from each number category.
Thank you for mentioning that.
So I was telling myself, like, all right, me and Tyler are going to overlap. I'm going to put T's for Tyler so I can keep track of this, and J's for myself. So as I'm looking at my list, I'm like, took Oscar. That's a smart pick, right?
Yeah.
I got to go Brandon Jennings for the culture, baby.
Brandon Jennings. I like it. Now, that makes me really – there's like several directions I could go in, but I know there's a guy that I don't think you're going to let come back to me if I don't pick him. So I'm going to go number 6, Andrew Bogut.
I knew you were going to take him. I knew it. No. I was like, who's more likely to be picked when I was staring at them? They're my 1-2, man. I'm on this list.
Can I give you a little thing that's going to hurt your heart?
What's that?
I didn't have Brandon Jennings on my top 4.
Oh, really?
Really?
I was thinking about Bucks, and the first thing was like, for the culture, man, Bucks and 6. And I was like, he's got to be on the list,
that's
right?
He would have been my number 5 for sure, but didn't have him on number 4.
So then I guess I'll just go Bobby Portis.
It's a good one.
Bobby Portis has got to be it. All right, so Tyler.
All right, so my third final 0 through 9. I'm going to go number 8, Marcus Johnson.
It's a very good one. You are just going right down my list here of players.
I feel very good about this first set of players.
Yeah, dude, 0 through 9 was stacked
it was.
When I was thinking.
It really was.
So then I'm going to go Sidney Moncrief, one of the best defenders in NBA history.
That's a great one as well.
So it's got to happen. That is, yeah. Maybe we'll put some graphics together if we keep track of this on our picks. I think that
graphics,
could be fun.
reels, both. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah.
See how ambitious we feel about this. All right, 10 through 19. Your turn.
Me go first?
Yeah, we'll switch off. I don't want to just go first for all of it.
All right. I don't want to pick him right now, but I'm gonna go with somebody else. Somebody that you know that I talk about a lot because of the shorts, TJ Ford.
TJ Ford. All right. That's fine. I'm with that. I'm gonna go big dog. I'm gonna go Glenn Robinson, number 13. I gotta have a number 13 on my list.
Dude, I have him on here and I was like, 13's that's my boy's number. I gotta leave him alone. I'm gonna go a little nostalgic here. Carlos Delfino.
Yes, sir. Interesting. When you said nostalgic, I'm like, shoot, my other guys are going to be in danger. But I'm going to go with the first points in Bucks history, John McLaughlin.
Yes, sir.
Number 14.
14-foot left baseline jumper. Take that to your bar trivia. I got 2 choices here, and I'm just going to go with the one that has my heart, and hopefully we hear news that he's resigned soon, and Brook Lopez.
That's a great pick. Definitely a good pick. I got 2 more retro names, 10 or 16. I'm going to go number 16. I'm going to go with Bob Lanier.
Ooh, good one. Is your other one Bob Dandridge?
That is my other one.
It's got to happen.
A lot of Bobbies. All right, 20 through 29. This one was tough. You talk about stacked sets of jersey numbers. Dude's in the 20s, man.
What up, Simon?
It's.
I know the 3 that I want.
I'm stealing your jersey that you're wearing. I'm taking
Michael
Red. It's got to be done.
Damn it! I thought you were going to go Chris Middleton first, so I was like, dude, Michael Redd is safe.
It's like a 1A, 1B, and I can't not pick Michael Redd.
No. I completely understand. Sniper, he was one of our first star players that we saw on our team.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pick Drew Holiday for mine.
All right. Well, I'm going back-to-back 22s then, and I am going to take Chris Middleton.
I was going to leave Chris for you either way, man, because that was your boy. You've been defending him through all the adversity. So
yeah, it's been since feels like 2017 or so.
Yeah, been a long time coming. All right, you ready for the next one? The Cowboy, baby, Desmond Mason.
I got him on my list too.
One of my personal
my top players. 4 guys that I have listed. I have 2 22s and 2 24s.
Oh, okay.
Can you guess who it is?
Off top of the dome, I got nothing. I'm just staring at my list here. Who
current roster, my guy?
24. Are you serious right now?
Yes.
Current roster.
How are you, bro? You love this guy.
I'm losing, dude. I'm telling you, I'm so locked into this list right now. I'm in competition.
I can't believe you don't have this guy listed.
Tell me,
Pat Connaughton.
Oh my God, I feel like a fool.
Oh no,
dude!
Shambles. Mike knew it. Mike's in the comments yelling, "Pat!" He knew it.
I'm sorry,
my guy. How will you leave off playoff P off your list?
I'll tell you the next 2 players on my list because I wrote down 6 for each of them, and then I'll tell you which one I'm going to take.
Okay.
I have Sam Cassell, number 20, and then I have Mo Williams. I cannot decide who to take, but because I love the highlight of Mo Williams making a game winner against the Pacers, I think I'm going to go with Mo Williams.
I like it.
I have to.
You talk about a guy who is for the culture. I mean, Pat Connaughton was a big part of the culture change in Milwaukee. I'm not saying he's like the biggest part or single-handedly or anything like that, but his time in Milwaukee coincides with the Bucks being contenders. Brett was a big fan of your Mo Williams pick.
Let's go.
Hey, yes,
Carlos Delfino.
We had Carlos Delfino. Jake picked Carlos Delfino too. Oh, that's awesome. All right. So I got the 20s first. That means you get the 30s first. Another stacked set of numbers.
I'll take 134. You take the other one. Deal?
I'm going to just pick your guy.
All right. I'm taking Giannis, the best player.
Okay. I'm going to take a 33, not a 34.
Oh, Kareem.
I'm taking Kareem.
All right. Good pick. All right. Well, then I'm going to take a 34, and I'm going to take Ray Ray.
Okay. He was next on my list. After that, I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna go Brian Winters.
And Brett is ahead of me with my last pick. Charlie Villanueva. The dude had game. He had a season where he almost averaged like 17, right?
Yeah.
He averaged like 16 and a half or something.
He was a pretty decent player.
He could hoop for us for a little bit when we got him from the Raptors. He could shoot. He was ahead of his time, man. Yeah. I'll say that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hashtag underrated for sure. For sure. Good call, Brett.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Brian Winters is my second pick.
Okay, very nice. I have all my picks. I have Ray, Giannis, and Charlie Villanueva.
Charlie Villanueva is your last one? All right.
Yep.
Man, I got a couple guys I could pick from.
So you have Kareem, Brian Winters.
Man, who do I take? There's a couple that I'm looking at. One of them isn't like a sexy pick, but the other one is like a legend in the Bucks all time.
I mean, this is all personal preference, man. It's not...
I know, but for me, having watched this player and another guy who I feel was underrated and kind of like done a little bit dirty by the fan base and not appreciated as much as he was or should have been, I'm gonna go with John Henson.
Haha, that's the last player on my list. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. Yeah, I was going to say the lefty hook if you took my man Charlie V, man.
John Henson was really underappreciated for his time in Milwaukee, for as much time as he spent here.
Man, he was a pretty good rebounder, could block some shots.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, like, he tried to be a little bit old school and he was a little skinny, but he still had a good lefty hook, man.
Yeah, they tried to make him a three-point shooter for 1 year. He made a couple corner threes.
Yeah.
That was about it.
It's all right.
All right. So I got the 40 plus.
I already know who you're going with first. You got to pick him first.
I got to pick him first.
You
All
got to
right.
pick him first.
He could have been a top 10. He could have been a 0 through 9 guy, but he's also a 40 plus. I'm going to go number 77, Ersan Ilyasova.
And I'm going to tell you something right now. This list, I told you I was going to keep track. I already had Tyler written next to Ersan Ilyasova because that's you. You're Ersan, right?
That is me, yeah. Guy that I'm out of my game after, really, for sure.
Dude, I have like the most hilarious names.
I got some weird names on my list.
But a guy I always talk about for no reason at all. I'm taking the pride of Flint, Michigan, Charlie Bell, baby.
Charlie Bell. That's such a random,
random name, dude. You're pretty good too, though.
All right, I'm going to go another 42. I'm going to go with Vin Baker on the coaching staff. And now his son is added to the Summer League team.
Yeah. And Taco Falls, baby.
And Jabari Parker.
Dude, I know. I'm in love. You know I love me some Jabari, but I'm like, please, for the love of God, let Taco Falls make the team. So when we're blowing somebody out, I can watch a 7'6" guy dunk it. Please.
Honestly, I'm really, really pulling for Jabari.
Oh, me too. It sucks the way that his career has gone so far because he was just oozing with potential as a number 2 pick, right?
I would love to see him and Giannis back on the floor together.
Man, wouldn't that?
That would make my heart happy.
Imagine if they won a title together. Holy cow!
Oh man, that'd be a full circle moment. Oh, I got chills.
All right. So since we're talking about Giannis, I'm gonna take the older brother, Thanasis.
Ah, you suck.
I left a tall, skinny white guy for you. I don't know if you want him, but I'm giving you the bait. I got 2 names left. He's one of them.
No, I'm not going to take him. I'm going to take another Vin Baker era player. I'm going to go with Irvin Johnson. He was one of the first basketball cards that I ever had.
That's a good pick. I don't even have him on my list. So you know who I'm talking about, Keith Van Horn.
Taking Jack Sigma?
So I have Keith Van Horn and Dan Gazarich on here.
Dan Gazarich.
I'm going with Danny Gazarich, baby. Dan Gazarich.
That guy played way longer in the NBA than he should have.
Dude, if we were going by like who's better, I would obviously take Keith Van Horn, but I'm taking Dan.
Well, I mean, if we're going by who's better, I would have taken Jack Sigma, but
good point.
For me, remembering Irvin Johnson as one of like the very first basketball cards that I had, that's a nostalgia pick for me.
Yep.
All right, so we're sticking with the NBA and staying with our drafting players that we like. Jake and I are doing our favorite non-Bucks players. So, it comes around during the season where we talk about guys and, we're talking about guys on other teams. And it's like, I actually really like that guy. Like, I like the way he plays, or I like the way he carries himself, or he's just a good person, whatever it may be, play style, any of that. So Jake agreed to take the number 1 baseball pick. So I get the number 1 basketball pick, and it's a super, super easy choice for me. And it's Mikal Bridges is my favorite non-Bucks player. If he could find his way to the Bucks, and he won't because he's going to get like massively paid. Yeah. I would love Mikal Bridges. The guy has not missed a game in his career. He plays great defense. He's a capable scorer. I really, really love me some Mikal Bridges.
I mean, on top of that, he has a absolutely disgusting 3-point celebration, dude. Like, everybody's doing it now. I have a lot of star power in mind, so for my first pick, I'm going to go with Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard. He's number 7 on my list.
Ooh.
So he's on my list. My next guy, I'm going to go with a guy who just won a championship. I'm going with Jamal Murray. I love the way he plays. And honestly, I fell in love with Jamal Murray in the bubble. Watching him and Damian Lillard going at it, and then him and Donovan Mitchell going at it. Dude, those basketball games were so fun to watch.
I wish I could go back and show you text messages from me and my cousin Brennan, because I was literally crying when Jamal Murray got picked before the Bucks picked that year. I wanted him so bad. I was like, dude, he'd be so perfect for the Bucks. We need a point guard so bad. Oh my God! Imagine him and Giannis.
I'm happy for him that he can recover from the ACL that way.
Me too. So my next pick, I think everybody likes watching this guy, right? He's literally must-watch TV. If I'm home on the weekends and I have a chance to watch a game of his, Steph Curry. The guy's
that's a great pick.
He's too much fun. Most of the time, people start hating winners after a while. They start hating on dynasties. I cannot find it in my body to ever hate Steph Curry because he's just a great guy.
Yeah.
And he works so hard and he's just so fun to watch.
And he was, I would say, arguably the most successful, this guy won't succeed in the NBA player. I did air quotes when I said that for anybody who's going to listen to the podcast later.
Yeah.
Most successful, this guy isn't going to succeed. Coming out of Davidson, he's too small. He's too this, too that.
Ankles are bad.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely like that pick. My next pick, I'm going to go, man, this pains me so badly that he went to a team that I don't like. And then he signed a 2-year extension with that team today, which bums me out. But it's Kristaps Porzingis, my third pick. I really like Kristaps Porzingis. I really, 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 really wish he wouldn't have ended up on the Celtics.
Yeah, that's gonna suck. But he's got to guard Giannis, so it is what it is.
True.
My next one is he's not a star. This is probably my only non-star on my list, but it is Kayvon Looney. Love his work ethic. Love that he represents Wisconsin. He's just a guy that goes out there, understands his role, and he just does that so good. Rebounds and plays defense.
That's a good pick. So I'm going to go with a guy who got one of our favorite players, Brooke Lopez, snubbed from a major award this last year. I'm going to go with Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. He's another guy, I like his work ethic. I like his play style, honestly. He's really all over the place. I really like Jaren Jackson Jr.
That is a surprising pick that I had no idea was coming on this list. That's a good one. So do you want me to go with my most obvious pick that you're definitely going to be able to name, or do you want me to go with the one where I said it's kind of cheating?
Well, just get the obvious one out of the way because I know who it is.
LeBron James. I've loved LeBron his entire career. I separate the political side and the guy off the court, even though I think that he is a good person. I love the way that LeBron plays basketball. If I was going to build a basketball player, a guy that can score, a guy that is fast, a guy that can dunk, a guy that can play defense, a guy with the pass first mentality, the basketball IQ,
strength.
To me, LeBron is the GOAT. Giannis is etching up that list, obviously. But LeBron James, dude, he had to be on my list. And if Dwayne Wade was still playing, he'd definitely be on yours.
He would have been my first pick. Part of the reasons why we've been friends for so long.
Yeah, for real.
Watching Miami Heat games was a strong bonding experience for us.
Yeah, it was. And now look at us.
I know, right? All right. So my last pick, I have 2 guys on my list. One guy because he has a really cool nickname, and the other one is just because I really respect his play style. I got kind of a lot of big guys, so I'm gonna skip Bam Adebayo in exchange for Paul George.
Oh, Paul George, PG-13, huh?
Yeah. No, he's the number 13. I got to pick number 13.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I like him. He took the Heat to the brink a couple times when he was in Indiana.
Yeah.
Then he got traded to Oklahoma City, finished 3rd in MVP voting, and now he's kind of gone by the wayside in LA a little bit, but I still respect his game. So I'm going to go with Paul George.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I like it. So this guy technically hasn't played a single minute in the NBA, but good God, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be glued to watching this guy, and it is Victor Wembanyama. I am going to be one of those guys. Okay. I know that it technically is cheating since he's not really in the NBA.
I don't think so. He's drafted.
Does that count? Okay.
I'll give you that one.
I just think that, you're calling this guy the greatest prospect ever or the greatest prospect since LeBron James or this guy's this. He's 7'3.5", 7'5", who freaking knows. But Victor Wembanyama is going to be something to watch, and he's going to put the Spurs back on the map.
Oh, man. This is Brett just digging the knife in and twisting it. Remember when we drafted Yee?
Do you remember when we drafted fucking Joe Alexander, dude? Vanilla Sky, baby. Number 8 overall. I didn't forget. Oh, by the way, I'm a bandwagon. Remember that?
I mean, you did pick TJ Ford as one of your favorite 10 through 19 players.
It's got to happen, dude. I always talk about TJ Ford's shorts. They're as tall as him.
I know. Man. Yeah. I'm not mad at the Victor pick. That's fair. He's picked.
Yeah.
Or Luke Ridnour. Yeah. I still remember picking Nate Walters. That was a second round pick, so I'm not quite as mad at that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad with where we're going now, so.
I agree.
All right, you ready to move into some baseball?
I am.
All right, so I went first for basketball. Jake gets to go first for baseball. So now we are drafting our favorite Milwaukee Brewers based on their jersey numbers 0 through 9, 10 through 19, 20 through 29, 30 through 39, 40 through 49, and then 50 plus. We didn't do 40 plus for baseball because there's a few more players to choose from. But we are each still picking 3 for each set of numbers. So Jake gets to go first. So who is your first 0 through 9 pick?
The only problem going first in baseball is I know that one of these guys isn't coming back. So I'm just going to go out there and say it. I'm going to say my favorite Brewer of all time, Ryan Braun.
That's a good pick. He's on my list as well. I'm going to go with probably second best, but arguably the best Brewer of all time. I'm going to go with Paul Molitor.
I knew it. See, I said one of them's not coming back. I knew it. All right. So I have 2 number 2s, and I don't know which one to pick.
Uh-oh.
I'll let you have the other one. I'm going to take Nyjer Morgan, dude.
Good. That's the other one that I have.
I know the one.
Bill Hall. I'm taking the other number 2, Bill Hall.
Yep, Bill Hall. The mother. We still see the Mother's Day game with
absolutely
home run, dude.
Brett's got a good one on here. Brett said J.J. Hardy. He's not on my list.
He's not on my list either, man.
I had him written down as a candidate to be on my list, but J.J. Hardy's definitely a good one. What's up, Eric? That's Eric from Miller Park Minute in the comments.
Jeff Jenkins? I don't have
Jeff Jenkins. He's also on my list of guys who are candidates.
I have 7 players, and I didn't write down J.J. Hardy or Jeff Jenkins. Wow.
I have them both written in my below where I was looking to pick who I was going to think of.
Okay. So I think you're going to pick
my guy.
I think you're going to pick the other one of these two. I don't want to pick your guy. I'm going to try to pick the correct one here, but I'm going to go with Lorenzo Cain.
Oh!
Damn it!
That was my other guy.
Damn it. All right. You pick, and then I'll tell you the other guy I was thinking.
Brett's appreciate it, Brett. I like Jeff Jenkins. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
So I got to look at my alternates here. So I think the other guy that you were thinking of is Eric Thames.
Nope.
No?
He was with like the wave of the players with Fielder and Braun and all them, but he was like kind of a little bit later. No.
Is it a tall white guy like me? Because that's the other guy that I'm considering.
It is a tall white guy.
I'm torn between. Okay, so it's Corey Hart.
Yes.
I'm torn between Corey Hart and Eric Thames, so I want to pick for my third.
Ooh.
I know, right? That's tough.
That is tough. I thought you were for sure taking Corey Hart, dude. He just seems like a Tyler Schickert baseball player, dude.
It's because that's what I would look like if I played baseball.
Tattoos, rocket arm, hitting home runs.
Because I'm 6'6".
Ben Sheets. Hey, settle down with the Ben Sheets, okay?
All right, I'm gonna go with Corey Hart.
Very nice.
He'll be my third 0 through 9. I am still happy though. I got Paul Molitor, Bill Hall, and Corey Hart. I'll take that.
That's disgusting.
All right, so I get to go first for 10 through 19. And I gotta stick with it. I gotta stick with number 13. I'm going with Zach Greinke again.
Really nice pick.
Yep.
Nice. All right. Well, you could probably guess my pick then. I'm gonna take my dad's favorite player ever, Robin Yount.
Okay. Yep. Makes sense.
Uh-huh.
This is tough because he didn't play with the Brewers for much, but he's got like the coolest name ever, and he's also a great baseball player. I'm gonna go with Sixto Lezcano.
Oh, that is a disgusting name.
Number 16.
So, all right, you're not taking a lot of guys on my list, so I like it. So I said settle down with the Ben Sheets, so I am going to take Ben Sheets.
Ben Sheets was my dad's favorite player.
Ben Sheets was freaking awesome, dude.
I actually just for Father's Day, I found a Ben Sheets United States national team bobblehead.
Oh wow, that's rare as hell.
It was. Eric asked what your thoughts are on the Pirates jerseys.
They're ugly.
They're very ugly. Jake and I were both pretty vocal about loving the Cincinnati ones. The black and red. Those are badass.
Yeah, and I like to
the
see.
Pirates ones are.
Those are tough.
Yeah, the Pirates ones are super ugly. Love the Reds.
You know,
not the Pirates.
I think the Pirates explained how their jerseys were by the letters on their. Yeah. Is it my turn now?
Ooh, Brett's getting a little ahead. No, you just picked, didn't you?
I picked
10 sheets.
Yep. Sorry.
Okay. So I got two guys. These are both powder blue era guys. One guy wore two different jersey numbers from 10 to 19. But I'm not going to pick him. I'm going to go with Cecil Cooper.
Oh, Cody, good call.
Nice. Good job, Cody.
Good call, Cody. Now I got two guys I'm looking at. All right. I know he only played here. God, I got three guys I got to look at. You know what? I'm going to go with the one that you're not going to think of. I was going to take Hunter Renfroe because you know how much I was in love with him last year. But I'm going to say Aramis Ramirez.
All right.
Big fan of him too. Plus, we got him from the Cubs. So, haha.
All righty. Back to 20 through 29. You get to go first on this one. I'm a little bit bummed that you get to pick first on this one.
I don't know who to pick, dude. I love all of these guys.
I know. 20 through 29 is absolutely stacked.
Well, I'll tell you what. Because I got Braun, I have to go fielder, right? I feel like that's like in the letter of the law.
I mean, that's a great way to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with fielder.
Man, there's three guys that I want so badly, but I gotta go with the number one guy. I'm gonna take Jonathan Lucroy. Number 20.
Oh wow, good pick! Holy crap!
Had to be done. There's two other guys that I still really really want, but Lucroy is a guy I gotta have.
This guy was one of my favorites ever. Carlos Gomez.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brett said his is Bill Hall. Is that my team? I got Brett on my side then.
Oh, one of your favorites is Bill Hall. Nice.
Eric asked who is our all-star.
Probably
our all-star is Devin Williams, and it should be Christian Yelich. I think he might sneak in there.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, so my next pick, I'm going to take Christian Yelich.
Good pick. I was wondering how far he was going to fall. So now I get left with three players on my list. I'm going to go with somebody that my brother Curtis was in love with, and the reason that he wanted to play second base. I'm sorry, dude.
I was looking at him, and I'm looking at another guy who wore the same number, and I'm like, all right, which one can I get? But I'm going to go with another guy who was very, I can't say super short-lived, but had somewhat of a short career with the Brewers, but it was electric watching him play. I'm going to go with Keon Broxton.
Oh, that's a good pick. That is a very good pick.
And I remember he had just one weekend, in the end of June and the beginning of July, because it was across the 4th of July week, where he robbed 4 home runs. And one of them he robbed, and he was just he could not contain how excited he was.
Yeah.
And you can just see him loving what he's doing. And that clip of Keon Broxton still to this day, it's just it's inspiring just watching him make that play and be so excited.
Right.
I got Yelich on mine. So I got Lucroy, Yelich, and Keon Broxton, which is a fun list.
Yeah. The other two on my list, obviously Willie. We love Willie Adames.
Yep.
He was struggling at the plate, but still the smile of the defense. He's awesome.
Yep.
And then I had Jeff Cirillo.
I had Gorman Thomas. He was number 20. Travis Shaw was number 21.
Oh, the man. Oh, man, I forgot about him. Oh, I'm sad about that.
All right, so I get to go first for 30 through 39. There's definitely some fun ones on here. But number one, I got to go with the greatest mustache of all time.
You bastard.
Raleigh Fingers.
You bastard. Oh, such a good pick, you son of a bee. All right. I think because of how I'm feeling right now, and I have a little bit of recency bias, I am going to go with Devin Williams.
Oh, all right. I like it. So this is tough. I got 3 other guys that I really, really like, but I'm going to go with a similar pick that I made earlier of a former player who is a current coach, and I'm going to go with Craig Counsell, number 30.
Oh, you son of a... Oh, I'm so mad. I was like, he's not going to remember Counsell. Shit. It's a good one. All right. I'm going to go with one that's a throwback. Chris Capuano.
You
I don't know
fucker.
why I liked him. I don't know why I loved him so much, but I did.
I actually really liked him, but the reason that he's on my list is because he gave me my first autograph when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Chris Capuano was my first autograph.
Dude, I had so many of his baseball cards, it's not even funny. I had like 100 of his baseball cards.
I don't know if I have the hat unpacked. I don't.
Ooh.
I have a hat.
Pick.
And it's got I have Ned Yost, Ryan Braun, Ricky Weeks, Prince Fielder, and Chris Capuano, and maybe Brian Schoss all on the same hat autograph.
Nice.
Who
the heck did Mike Moustakas just get traded to?
He just got traded to the Angels.
Yeah, that's who it was. From the Rockies, right?
He was from the Rockies, yes.
Yeah.
Mike Moustakas is a good pick.
He is.
And that 2018 team was so fun.
Oh, yeah.
All right, my last one. I'm going to go with another 39 then, and I'm going to go with Corbin Burns.
Good pick. Good pick, buddy.
I got all of my top 3.
All right. I'm going to do this just because I always mess up a current Brewers name, and I'm going to take Willie Peralta.
All right, I'm with it.
I literally only had him on the list for that reason, dude.
Because you called Freddie Peralta Willie Peralta the other day?
I'm always like, God, son of a...
Oh, man, I'm bummed that you get to go first for this one, but 40 through 49, who's your number 1?
Well, I got to take the king, Hank Aaron, right?
Yeah, you gotta be done. Number 44, gotta be done.
It's the only right choice.
That's definitely the only right choice. All right, so an easy number 2 for me, and I know Brett put his name in the comments earlier. It's Giovanni Gallardo.
God damn it. I have so many good memories with him when my nephew was younger, dude. He was like 3 years old, and I always used to make him say all the Brewers names on the way. So imagine a 3-year-old trying to say Gallardo. It's hilarious.
I still remember a game where pitchers were batting, and he was pitching, and he pitched a complete game, and the only run that was scored was a solo home run by Giovanni Gallardo, and the Brewers won 1-0.
You know my dad's friend Scrappy, right?
Yep.
He was at that game.
Nice. That's awesome.
He's only been to like 2 Brewers games in his life, and that just happened to be one of them. I mean, what a fucking game, right?
Wow.
So my next pick, El Caballo, Carlos Lee, baby.
Oh, all right. I like it. I'm going to go with a guy he made the Brewers tough for a while.
Okay.
I'm going to go number 48. I'm going to go with Francisco Cordero.
Oh, wow.
Coco.
Wow. What a freaking pick. Holy cow, dude.
That's the memory lane for you right there.
This one's going to be kind of weird, but he had one really, really good season for us, and it was when he was really old, actually. And I'm going to pick Randy Wolf.
Okay. I respect it.
Thank you.
So I'm going to go with a guy who, if you go to our social media pages, he is in our profile picture with us.
Oh, good one.
I'm taking number 48. I'm taking Tim Dillard.
Very nice. Nice touch.
All right. I did also consider a couple other guys. I considered Gorman Thomas because he also wore number 44 before it got retired. I considered Brad Boxberger because he was just like a stable horse for the Brewers for a few years. Mm-hmm. I considered Corey Knebel. I also considered Gio Gonzalez because he was part of that 2018, 2019 time, and he was pretty solid for us.
I agree.
All right.
I have one guy on this list, and I swear to freaking God, if you take this freaking guy, I'm going to be so pissed. I'm going to be so pissed.
There's a handful of guys. Like 50-plus is kind of underrated.
It is, a little bit.
But I'm going to go with a guy who, when he came into the game, like, you had to just feel like, all right, well, there's no fucking way we're winning this game. I'm taking Trevor Hoffman.
Ah, good pick. Thank you for leaving him. You know who I'm going with, right?
You taking the other Peralta?
No. CC Sabathia, baby.
That's a good pick.
Oh, my God. the memories from him. He was probably the sole reason I fell in love with baseball, honestly. Watching the heart that he went on the mound after 3 days rest and was just willing us into the playoffs.
Yeah, just throwing complete games left and right.
Just a stud.
All right, I'm gonna go Brandon Woodruff. I actually really like Brandon Woodruff. I really hope the Brewers are able to lock him up long term. I don't want to see him traded. I want to keep Brandon Woodruff forever.
Yeah, and he's going to be coming back soon from the All-Star break, so love that.
Yes.
I'm looking at 3 guys right now, all pitchers.
Yep, me too.
All right, I'm gonna go with Josh Hader.
That's a good pick.
Josh Hader gave us some really, really good moments, some great memories.
He's next on my list. But number 4 on my list is Freddie Peralta. So I'm gonna go with Freddie Peralta.
Good pick. All right, well, that leaves one guy left, and he had 46 saves in 2011, so I'm going to go with Johnny Axford. Also a great mustache, by the way.
Touche. There's another closer you could have picked off of the list, too.
Who?
K-Rod.
Oh, yeah, I could have.
He wore number 75. Also had on my list, I guarantee you will have one immediate recollection of him when I say his name.
Oh, boy.
Todd Coffey.
Nope, I got nothing.
Nothing? Nothing comes to mind when I say Todd Coffey?
No, nothing.
Dude used to sprint in from the bullpen.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Hold on. Okay. Yeah.
I thought you would have remembered that. All right.
Nope.
My mistake.
God, I do now that I'm really thinking about it. I do.
Because they used to time him.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, so I got to go first for picking our favorite basketball players, so I got to get Mikal Bridges like I wanted. But I wish I was going first for baseball players because there's no way you don't pick the guy that I have number one.
Shohei
Ohtani.
He's the best.
He's incredible, honestly.
He is, dude.
And I saw somebody bring this up on Twitter, asking if Shohei Ohtani could be the GOAT in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And the trajectory that he's on right now, like, I really believe he'll be in the conversation when it's all said and done.
Is there like film or tape or whatever on how fast Babe Ruth threw the baseball?
I don't know.
Because if Babe Ruth wasn't throwing 98 with a disgusting slider,
right,
disgusting cutter, and also leading the majors in home runs, RBIs, OPS, all that at the All-Star break, it's no contest for me. I'm not going to lie. I'm really not going to lie. Like, think of all the technology today and all the ways that players can study people's hot zones. They can study how guys pitch. And it's super tough to compare eras. But, dude, Shohei Ohtani is literally the greatest athlete in America right now. And you know how much we love Giannis.
For me, the thing that's going to hold me back from saying he's like a greatest of all time type player is only longevity. Yeah,
I agree.
He's got to get himself into, like the top, the hits. Like if he gets to like 3,000 hits and say 500 homers, like I don't think it's going to be a contest at that point.
Yeah, I agree. Because he's going to have a ton of wins, ton of strikeouts. I mean, Jesus.
Okay. Well, I'm still happy that I get my number 2 guy. My number 2 guy is Freddie Freeman. I hate that he's on the Dodgers because I really like him as a person.
Yeah,
I really like Freddie Freeman. Dude's a freaking insanely good baseball player, and I really like him. He's got a good demeanor about him. Mm-hmm. I really like Freddie Freeman, so he's my first pick.
Thank you for leaving my number 2, which is Ronald Acuna Jr., who might be the second best baseball this season.
He might be.
I mean, he has a ton of homers. He almost has 40 stolen bases. He's like second in average. I mean,
he's really good. Do you know who's getting compared to Ronald Acuna Jr.?
Yes, Jackson Chourio.
Yeah.
Both from Venezuela.
Makes sense. Okay, so this one is a very, very recent player, and it sucks that he's hurt because he's really fun to watch. But I'm going to go with O'Neal Cruz, actually. I hate to give credit to a division rival, but O'Neal Cruz he's going to be a superstar, I think. Like, we think Garrett Mitchell is going to be a star. Like, I think O'Neal Cruz is going to be a superstar.
He definitely has that potential. Was it last year that he threw a ball from shortstop like over 100 miles an hour? Like, what?
He also had like the top 4 exit velocity hits. He had like 4 balls over over 120 miles an hour exit velocity last year.
Yeah, one of them against the Brewers too, sadly. Yeah. All right, this one might not be a popular pick, but this guy's got the freaking juice. I'm going to tell you that right now. Bryce Harper.
Bryce Harper? All right.
He's got the juice, dude.
I'm not mad at it.
I know he's an asshole, but, I mean, I'm not judging him on their character, right?
Okay, so my next guy that I'm going to pick is like he's another guy who I really wish hadn't played for two teams that I despise. Because like he's like just seems like a genuinely fun person to be around, and he's actually like a legit good person. But I'm gonna pick Anthony Rizzo.
Oh, I love me some Rizzo, dude. Love me some Rizzo.
I wish the Brewers could have got him instead of the Yankees.
Yeah, I agree. Well, the next two players are Mets. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Okay, cool.
The first one I got, Pete Alonso. I love me some Pete Alonso. Obviously, you saw my 17,000 texts over the last couple days about Pete Alonso on the Brewers. So you could have probably figured out with context clues that I really like watching Pete Alonso.
So I'm going to stick. This is going to be my third first baseman. I'm going to pick Joey Votto.
Oh, you love you some Joey.
I like Joey Votto. He's been in the league for a long time. Like he's been loyal to the Reds. Yeah. And I don't hate the Reds. Like I hate the Cardinals and the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just want to beat them all the time, and the Brewers have kind of owned the Reds, so like I'm good with that. So I actually like Joey Votto. Like I kind of wish the Brewers could have got him a couple years ago when he was still towards the back half of his prime. Now he's just kind of hanging on, but he is playing his 2000th career game today.
Yeah, and another thing about Joey Votto is he is freaking hilarious, dude. That guy is funny as shit. His fan reactions, you see the videos on that. Some of his tweets, dude. That guy is funny as hell.
Yeah.
My last guy, I'm literally picking it just for the atmosphere alone. He's not playing this year because he got hurt in the World Baseball Classic. But Edwin Diaz, dude, that atmosphere when they start playing those trumpets, like I don't think anything in baseball matches that right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like that is electric.
That's tough,
dude. I literally
closer walk up music hits different.
It does, dude. It does because you're in a good mood.
Right?
3 more outs and we win. We're going to the bar after all this stuff, right? Like, Edwin Diaz.
I'm glad that you told me that your last two guys were Mets, so I knew I was safe. My last guy, I'm going to go with Mike Trout.
Well played. Mike Trout, good pick. I don't even have him on my list.
The other guy that I had on my list, I have Cedric Mullins from the Orioles.
Oh,
I think he's a really good player.
I'm with that, dude. I got all 5 of my players. I'm super happy, man.
I got 5 out of my 7, but I didn't get my number 1.
I mean,
I got 2 through 6 though, so I'm okay with it.
When you let me pick baseball, I was like, I'm getting Shohei.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew I was going to get Mikal Bridges once I knew that you were going first for baseball, so it's okay.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be really fun because we're doing our favorite Badgers, but we did not separate basketball and football.
Nope.
We let them combine. So this is going to be very interesting and very fun to see who gets picked based on football and basketball combining. We didn't pick who was going to go first for Badgers. So you want to do what?
I just went first for the baseball pick 'em, like our favorite non-Brewers. So you can go first for 0 through 9. I'm cool with that.
Man, this is tough, but I'm going to go number 1, Johnny Davis.
He's my number 1 too. Good pick, buddy. Good pick. Nice. All right, well, you're pulling my leg, so I guess I'll go Braylon Allen.
Yeah, I knew that's where you were going to go. I'm going to stick with football, and I'm going to go with a guy who was one of the first guys that I remember going to the NFL from the Badgers that I can recall watching from when I was a little kid. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go with Lee Evans, number 3.
Oh, such a good pick. You are absolutely dominating the 0 through 9. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Absolutely dominating this section. So I'm going to go with
my last guy, and I will be jacked.
This is one of my first favorite players ever on the Badgers basketball, football. He wore number 9. Travis Beckham.
That's a great pick. It's not the guy that I had. I had Travis Beckham listed as like a guy who could be in my top 4.
Yeah.
But my number 4, he's number 2 football.
Is it Brian Calhoun?
It's Brian Calhoun.
Yeah, I'm so good.
Yeah, Johnny Davis, Lee Evans, and Brian Calhoun. I love that trio.
That's very solid. So I guess I have two guys. I'm gonna go with Leo Chenal.
That's a good one. I like it.
You know, I was a big Leo guy. You know, when he started writing War Machine on the arm and shit.
Yeah, that was badass.
Plus, he wore number 5. I haven't taken a number 5 yet.
That's true. That's a good point. You could have picked Tim Thomas and you didn't.
Yeah, I could have. So
all right, 10 through 19. So you get to go first on this one.
Oh, I feel like I have to. Sam Decker.
All right, he's on my list, but he's not my number 1.
Oh, who's your number 1?
Okay, my number 1 is Jim Leonard.
Oh, that
number 18.
That makes sense. He's my number 3, actually. So I'm gonna go with a guy who was fantastic in his 1 year in Wisconsin, or at Wisconsin, Russell Wilson.
Good pick. That's a good pick. I like that one.
Just let me get my last guy because I'm so excited about bringing his name up, dude.
There's two guys that I have that you didn't already pick. I'm so excited. I'm gonna stick with my number 13s and I'm gonna pick Kimmeray DK.
Good one. Not the guy I wanted, but I'm so happy I got all 3 that I wanted. Owen Daniels, baby, number 11.
Good pick.
Let's fucking go.
Good pick.
He was good in the NFL too. He was good NFL
He really
player.
was. I'm gonna go with the guy who just got drafted. I'm going with Nick Herbig, number 19.
Very solid. He's on my list as well.
I got my top 3 actually, so I'm pretty happy with that.
There we go.
Nice. All right, 20 through 29. This is a good one.
Loaded.
Oh, it's super loaded. Like lots of basketball players, and then you got basically all the running backs.
Yeah, running like all the good running backs.
Oh man, dude, so many. But right. I gotta go with number 1. I'm taking number 23. Give me Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, that's so good. All right. That's a good pick. All right. Who do I go here? All right. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna take Monte Ball because of his college career was disgusting. Yeah, his college career was disgusting, so I gotta take him.
Yep, that's a good one. Okay, there's 2 guys, and it's really tough looking at them to see which one you might or might not snipe. But I think I'm gonna take the guy that I think you're more likely to pick. If I don't, I'm going with number 25. I'm going with Melvin Gordon.
Nope, that's not what I wanted, but that's a very good pick.
Oh, don't take my last guy. Don't take him.
All right. So when I was younger, I had a class in high school, and I put him on my Mount Rushmore of current favorite players. And when he was at Wisconsin, and I'm going to take James White.
Oh, okay. Dodged a bullet. James White's a great pick, by the way.
Uh-huh.
But the guy that I have him written number 2. I actually have Melvin Gordon number 3. So I wanted this guy more than Melvin Gordon, but I didn't think Melvin Gordon would get past you.
Oh.
I'm going to a basketball player, number 24. I'm going with Bronson Koenig.
Oh, what a pick! What a freaking pick! He's not even on my list, dude. What a pick!
I was hoping he would sneak by you and you wouldn't take him. Jonathan Taylor, Melvin Gordon, and Bronson Koenig, 23, 24, 25.
Great stuff. I have another 24, Michael Finley.
That's a good pick as well.
No. That's not who I'm taking.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take a number 22 that played on the Wisconsin basketball. Michael Flowers.
Oh, I like Michael Flowers too. There was like a good run of like point guards who kind of just carried the team by themselves for a while.
Uh-huh.
Like before the Decker-Kaminsky years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Michael Flowers was one of those guys.
Oh, dude. When he got that steal against Texas and threw the ball in the air, I can still see that play in my freaking head right now.
Ethan Happ was also on my list. He's number 2 in blocks in Wisconsin history. He's also number 2 in steals.
What the hell?
Yeah. Number 2 in school history in steals.
All right, well, take that to your bar trivia, too. Holy shit.
I know. I was like, there's no way that's real.
I would have never guessed that.
I would not have guessed it either, but I wrote it down because it stood out to me so much.
Great. That's good
stuff. Jordan Taylor, another one of those guys. Chucky Hepburn, number 23.
Yep. I feel like if Chucky has a good year this year, he'll be on a lot more lists.
I agree. Okay. 30 through 39. You get to go first. A lot of great numbers on this one too.
Where do I go here? All right. I got to take the Heisman Trophy winner, right? Ron Dane.
Number 1 on my list also. And I'm good with it because it means that I get to go with number 34, Devin Harris.
That was the contemplation right there.
Yep.
I was like, I'm getting one.
That's about as 1A, 1B as it gets.
Yeah, especially on this list, I would say.
For sure.
All right. I'm just gonna go all football then. Going all running backs. I'm gonna go with Jonathan Clay.
John Clay is my next guy that I have. All right. Well, I'm just gonna rip with another 34. If you're going all football players, I'm gonna go all basketball players. So give me Brad Davison.
Oh, good one. Good one. He's not even on my list. Holy cow, good list. Do I go all football or do I go big man Badgers? Big man Badgers.
There's a lot of big men that wore number 30s.
Yeah, I could go John Lore. I don't want to go John Lore.
You could. There's 2 other guys that I have written down as basketball players.
I told Alex I was going to take this guy because 39 is one of his favorite numbers. So I'm going to go PJ Hill.
PJ Hill. All right. I dig it. So I have a handful of guys that I could go between. I could go John Lure. I could go Brian Butch. I could go Nate Reavers. I could go Garrett Groshek.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Brian Butch.
Oh, good pick. That was the other guy I was thinking.
He was the first G League MVP.
What the?
Did you know that?
No, I do. Wow. Random.
All right. Ooh, I'm super happy that I get to go first for 40 through 49.
Stake him. I'm going to
TJ Watt, number 42.
Oh my God, that is not who I was.
Yes, that's what I'm taking.
That's a good pick. I'm going to take Player of the Year, Frank Kaminsky.
Okay, he's number 2 on my list. I'm going to stick with basketball though. I'm going to go with the guy who's number 1 in points in Wisconsin Badger basketball history, Alondo Tucker.
I hate you right now. One of my favorite Badger basketball players ever is when Greg Owen was at Ohio State and Alondo Tucker made the shot, no look, and I was like, "Holy cow!"
Yep.
I don't like you right now. That was such a good pick. I'm gonna stick with 44s, and I'm gonna go with Chris Borland.
Oh, you fucker!
I thought he was gonna be disgusting in the league, but I'm so happy that he had the mental fortitude to make that decision. That was a big boy decision for him to make, and I'm happy.
Yeah. Yep. For sure. All right, so there's 2 football players that I have as alternates here.
Me too.
I'm gonna go with a guy who's actually had a pretty underrated NFL career just because of the position that he plays. But I'm gonna go with Alec Ingold, number 45.
That's a good pick. From Green Bay, Wisconsin, by the way.
That dude's still cashing checks.
I wanted this guy to be good so bad. I'm going to go with Troy Fumagalli.
Okay, I like it. He's still on Denver's roster, I believe.
I know. I wanted him to blow up so bad, dude. I liked him a lot, actually.
Vince Beagle was also in consideration, number 47.
Ooh, I forgot about him a little bit, to be honest with you. I had
Jack Dick for sniping Chris Borland, by the way. Okay. 50 through 79. So Jake and I opened this one up. We didn't want to go just 50 plus because there's a lot of defensive guys when we get to 80 plus. So we broke it up from 50 plus to 50 through 79, and then from 80 plus. So Jake, you get to go first for 50 through 79. And if you don't take this, there's one correct answer.
Joe Thomas.
Joe Thomas.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm kind of cheating, but you're going to love it when I say it.
Uh-oh.
Number 51, Johnny Davis.
Oh, come on. I mean, I love it because I do. I love it. I'll allow it because it was such a great memory. God,
you can't tell me you don't remember the picture of him going like this.
Oh, I remember.
Wearing number 51.
Oh, I remember. He had such
I knew it was
insane,
kind of cheating, but
he had such an insane season that year. Who do I go here? All right. I'm going to go one of my favorite current Brewers. Jeez.
Nice.
I'm thinking about the Brewers game here. My current Badgers, Ingjog Meta.
Man, Ingjog Meta. I like it. I'm torn because there's so many offensive linemen.
Yeah.
And there's a handful of linebackers that I like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with a guy who was actually really good in the NFL last year. I'm really bummed that he's gone to the Bears now, but I'm gonna go with TJ Edwards.
That's a good pick. My last one. Damn it. I have two guys that I'm really looking at. Pick a hand.
Left.
All right. My pick, Travis Frederick.
Okay. I like it. He's on my list.
He was a stud.
Do I go offensive lineman or linebacker? I just picked a linebacker, so I'm going to go offensive lineman. I'm going number 78. Give me Rob Havenstein.
He's on my list too. Big Rob Havenstein. I also have Big Joe Schobert.
Joe Schobert was the other guy that I was looking at.
DeAndre Levy was good.
I also wrote Michael Dieter, number 63.
Yeah.
Joe Tittman, number 65. Ryan Ramczyk, number 65.
I almost wanted to go Mark Tauscher because he played for Badgers and Packers. I feel like that would have been a good
pick as well.
Respect. No, I'm ready. I'm ready for this 80. Let's get the 80 going.
To me, this is another one where there's only one correct answer.
Is it me first?
No, it's me first, but
okay, you go.
The one correct answer is number 99.
Oh yeah,
it's JJ Watt.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
That's the one.
You got the best one in here.
I sure did.
I'm gonna go Chris Chambers.
Chris Chambers, unexpected one. I like it.
He was pretty underrated, in my opinion, in the NFL.
Good pick. Man, this actually got really tough on me really quickly.
I have one at the end. I'm going to make it my last pick, and you're going to love it.
There's a lot of guys that I like, but this is another guy who had a really underrated NFL career. I'm going to go with Lance Kendricks.
Oh, so good. He's on my list too, buddy. So good. He had very soft hands in college.
He also played for the Packers.
He did. I'm gonna stick with the tight ends. Jake Ferguson, baby.
Great pick. He's next on my list.
Yes, sir. I had to get a Jake and a number 5 in here on the Badgers page.
Well played. I'm gonna go with another guy who is actually still cashing checks in the NFL, I believe, mostly as a return man.
Oh.
I'm gonna go with Alec Erickson.
Very, very underrated pick, by the way. Now I don't know if I want to take this guy, but all right, I'm going to take another one of my first favorite players on the Badgers. This time, the football version on defense, Erasmus James. I wanted to be Erasmus James when I was a little kid. First round pick by the Vikings, absolutely flopped, but he was awesome in college.
One of the guys that I really remember liking when I was a little kid was Jonathan Casillas.
Jonathan Casillas, dude.
You want to talk about a man before his time?
What a freaking name pull. Great name pull,
A dude who was kind of floating between safety and linebacker. If he would have been in the league 15 years later, he would have been a stud.
He's Isaiah Simmons. Literally Isaiah Simmons. Literally Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, Jonathan Casillas, yeah.
So other names I've written down. Quintez Cephas was really good. Al Toon, Nick Toon's dad, was a monster for us. Keanu Benton. We all love Keanu Benton. Bo Allen with the long hair. Isaiah Loudermilk, just because of his name.
On my list.
And he's in the NFL yet.
Yep.
And a guy who gave us one of the greatest memories we will have as Badgers fans up to this point, David Gilreath.
David Gilreath is on my list as well. I put Olive Sagapolu on the list because his name's fun to say.
What a name.
I put Matt Henningsen on my list. He's in the NFL.
Yeah, good one.
And got to give a shout out to our first ever active player interview. Got to give a shout out to number 98, CJ Getz.
I knew you were going to have him.
First live player interview. CJ Getz, he's a real one for being our first player on the show. So that's awesome.
I'll say this, man. You know, with the way that the Badgers are recruiting, and it seems like they're changing times. They're getting with the times. They're not as old school as they were. I feel that way about basketball too, football and basketball. This list in another 10, 15 years could get real freaking interesting for the Badgers.
For sure. For both teams.
Yeah. Whew. Man, that was I can't wait for the Packers one now, man.
I know. That one's going to be tough because we're going to have to go deep for that one, even to only do 2 each.
I know. I mean, I have 7 written down for each, so I'm
bold. I only put 6.
You better hope we don't snipe, bro.
I know. I'm gonna be digging into reserves on the side in the margins.
Very nicely done.
All righty. Well, thanks for tuning in. For those who watched and commented along and tossed some other names out and relived some nostalgia with us. No show next week, but next Saturday, Jake and I will be at Mill Street Day in Plymouth. We're going to be there dark and early when the sun's coming up, and it goes from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Plymouth. So Jake and I will be there with that. And then the following Friday is July 14th. We're going to talk about Jordan Love, and then we are going to do our Packers version of this draft. So it's going to be fun for that. We're going to have Simon and Brian with us for that. And that's where we're at. So Jake and I will be back on Wednesday, and I will see you then.
Yes, sir. See you then. Go Brewers.